As a holistic pain and weight loss coach, I hear from women all the time that they know what to do, but they just can't seem to stay consistent. This seems to be the number one thing that I hear, especially when it comes to weight loss and following a healthy diet. And what I hear underneath that is that I need more discipline. And I think it's really important to talk about what discipline really is and why most of what we've been taught about how to change our behavior actually keeps us stuck in these same cycles that just keep repeating. And as children, when we're growing up, we're often told that discipline is a cause and effect. It's like, if you don't do this, then this will happen. And there's often a lot of forceful kind of push energy, a very masculine energy that is telling us that if we don't do it, we're in trouble. And for many of us, that's honestly the only way that we know how to motivate ourselves. We are so used to pushing and forcing and overriding how we feel and doing it anyway. And the problem with this, though, especially when we look at weight loss and this dynamic when you have symptoms that come with that really deep desire to lose weight, is that it creates this really strong inner critic. And so, what I mean when I say the inner critic is that it's this voice in your head that says you're lazy, you're fat, and you need to work out. If you eat that, you're gonna gain weight, and it feels like discipline. It feels like something that's pushing you along and keeping you in this cycle of moving forward. But what it actually is, and what I see it as, is self punishment. And that self punishment is really a driver for some of the chronic symptoms that I see. And the reason is that you can feel it in your body. When you're really critical of yourself, it creates patterns in the body. And so you can imagine that your body gets tense, your shoulders get tense. Oftentimes, women have a tight jaw. They might have TMJ. A lot of women have back pain. And so your body is like very literally carrying that angry, critical energy. And so when it becomes too much, though, your body tries to protect you. And it does that by shutting down, which is what we don't want to do when we're trying to push ourselves and move forward. It makes you feel tired. It makes you feel unmotivated. And for a lot of my clients, that may even be rebellious, like this feeling like, well, I'm going to do it anyway. Um, and that's why we oftentimes feel inconsistent when it comes to making behavior changes. It's not a lack of willpower. It's seriously your body saying, I need something else. I need to stop feeling all of this pressure, even though the pressure is being put on by you. And so here's the truth. Anger is always protective of something. And usually it is a deeper fear. Underneath that anger towards ourself of not being the size and the look that we want to be, there's a fear of rejection, there's a fear of judgment, and there's a fear of being seen by our culture as being lazy or unworthy or not enough or not pretty enough. And that's really, when we look at discipline, what we have to heal underneath all of the layers. We don't need more strength and we don't need more self punishment. We need to understand what are those fears. And then we can start supporting ourselves through those fears and start to see the other side of that. Because when you can start to feel worthiness and when you can start to believe that you're enough exactly how you are, then you naturally want to take care of yourself. You want to be consistently eating a healthy diet. You want to be consistently moving because it feels good. And so instead of thinking I should eat healthy, it becomes I want to eat healthy. I like how it feels to eat healthy. And that's the huge shift. It goes from fear and anger into self love, from this place of really deep self criticism and discipline and what we call willpower into a place of self compassion and caring about the way that you feel and the way that you are connected in this world. And so true discipline is, in my view, it's an integration of all of these parts, the angry part, the angry self-critical part, the fearful part, and then also finding access. And some people have it and some people need to find access to that part of you that can be loving and compassionate towards yourself. And we aren't taught that. We're taught to be humble. We're taught to put everyone else first. But we really have to start by loving ourselves because we can only feel love from other people when we can feel it toward ourselves. And so that's really what's those blockages, those fears, and that anger is really what is keeping you in that yo-yo pattern. That's when you feel that anger and that feeling like you're fighting yourself to do things. And when you can stop feeling the anger and the fear, that's when you stop yo-yoing. That's when you stop fighting yourself. And that's when things like following a healthy diet and moving every day and really nourishing your body in a way that feels good becomes a natural part of every day. And so when we truly believe that we're worried, discipline is effortless, right? It's not about forcing ourselves, it's about respecting ourselves. And it's no longer about punishing ourselves, it's about loving ourselves through the parts that are hard and really supporting ourselves to do it anyway because we know that the outcome is that it will feel so much better. And so that's the kind of discipline that heals your body and that really heals this mind body relationship for women who have pain. The more you force, the more you have those subconscious fears driving the show. And what feeds on those subconscious fears are the pain cycle and the fatigue cycle that so many women feel. And so if this resonates, I would love to explore this deeper with you. Below this video, there are links to my coaching program and also some free things that might help you get started.